Hello, how are you? I welcome you to your Purple Feather Tarot community. I truly hope that you are doing very well at this moment, and I also hope that in this tarot reading, you will find those signs or those answers from the universe that you are looking for. Today, we are going to go directly into your reading. So, let's connect with your tarot deck and, as always, let's look at your energies, the energies of the universe, and also reveal those blessings that are coming into your life. Connecting with your energies, let's begin. You have the Seven of Wands card. You also have the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Four of Swords. This reveals a very interesting situation in your life, because I feel that you are going to grow, you are going to evolve, and you are going to work on new ideas and new projects. You may be leaving the past behind. You may be letting go of a frustration you had because something didn't work out. I don't know if it was a relationship with someone, a project, or a job that didn't work, but perhaps right now you feel a bit stuck. However, it won't be long before you begin to create a new destiny, or start paving a new and completely different path. I really like the appearance of the King of Swords for you, because it means that you are a very intelligent and clever person. But you need to believe in yourself, and you need to believe in these new ideas that are coming into your life. Maybe your ego is telling you, no, these ideas aren't good, or they're silly, or they're not going to work. But look, it's the universe itself that is responding to you. It's the universe that is telling you, maybe the path you're on right now isn't the right one, and this is the suggestion I'm giving you. So I feel that even in your dreams, the universe will communicate with you, not just to tell you what you're doing right or what you should be doing, not just to point out the path you need to choose, but also, in some cases, I feel the universe will communicate with you through a dream and will tell you directly what not to do. Your reading is telling you that a channel is going to awaken or activate, a direct connection with destiny, a direct line with the heavens, a direct link to the universe. So make the most of this moment. Your mind might step out of its comfort zone, as I mentioned earlier. New ideas and new projects are coming, and it's very important right now that your mind be flexible and adaptable to change. Let's clarify what this reading is truly about, but I feel that your path is about to change. Your life might take a 180-degree turn. And I repeat, this may sound cliché, but expect the unexpected. Let's continue with your reading. You have the Three of Pentacles card. I see you right now redirecting your efforts. Before, you were focused on something that wasn't growing, but now you're starting to focus your energy and efforts on someone else, or perhaps on making a change. This change could be related to work, to your home, to your perspective, or even to your life paradigm. I see you building a solid foundation. This could be a solid foundation in terms of your principles, which will guide you toward success, or it could be a solid foundation like your family. Here, you are working with something or someone that is very important to you. You also have the Ten of Pentacles, the family card. It's possible that your family will be very important to you in the coming months. You are entering a stage in which you'll start reconnecting with family members. And not only that, not only do I sense a superficial reconnection with them, but I also feel that there will be an opportunity to repair some past relationships with your family. Especially if you had a disagreement with someone who is a Taurus or Capricorn. Your special person will also be very important to you, because your reading tells me that your person will be by your side. This card asks you to avoid having any kind of arrogant thoughts or attitudes, because there are people coming into your life who will bring new ideas to you. It's very important not to dismiss them. Your ego may tend to judge the ideas of others. While it's true that some ideas may not resonate with you, there are certain ideas from certain people that will greatly contribute to your work. I feel strong teamwork energy here. I also sense the energy of partnerships. You may find yourself guiding certain people at work. You have a level of mastery, and you will be guiding a project, guiding your family, instructing certain individuals. If, for example, you have the gift of being a teacher or educator, you'll have the opportunity to share your knowledge through classes. Perhaps you'll become a teacher or professor. And even if not, this card still speaks of sharing what you know with others. You might even start selling courses. This is very likely based on these cards. You've reached a point where you've mastered a situation and can now teach others what you know. In that sense, you can earn a significant amount of money. So, I feel it's very important that you make use of your talents and share them, because by doing so, you can earn quite a lot, quite a bit of pasta, as they say in some countries. You also have the Emperor card. There's a lot of powerful energy surrounding you. I feel you are very empowered, filled with determination to succeed, with a strong desire to move forward. The Emperor card is the card of supreme hierarchy. You're going to occupy the top position in a hierarchy. I can't predict your profession exactly right now because, of course, that depends on your career, your studies, your experience. But, for example, if you've studied law, I see you climbing quickly up a hierarchy, perhaps becoming a lawyer, a public defender, or a magistrate, something along those lines. Maybe you're an architect just starting out, and suddenly life accelerates your process and throws you on a trampoline that launches you toward fame. You might end up designing a skyscraper or some very large buildings. The Emperor card invites you to recognize that even if you are just starting out, what matters is knowing clearly not only where you are now, but also where you want to go. This card speaks to the best version of yourself, depending on your profession. Let's continue with your reading. You have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of luck. I like this a lot, because it is recommending the number 4 to you, and intuitively, I'm also being told to mention the number 12, and for some reason, the number 31 as well. This is a card of celebration. It says that you're going to be in the right place, with the right attitude, the right energy, and you'll align with the right person. Maybe you've been alone for a long time. Perhaps there was someone you clashed with badly, because the Emperor can also represent that. The two of you had strong egos that collided and separated you, and ever since then, you chose to be alone. And now, because of destiny, because of serendipity, you will meet or reunite with someone who can change your life forever. But this change is positive. It's a stroke of luck. Perhaps you separated from someone a long time ago, and the universe now wants the two of you to find each other again. Continuing with your reading, you have the Queen of Pentacles. What you want to harvest in the future, you must plant right now. The Queen of Pentacles speaks about the entire process of care that you need to have, from the moment you plant a seed to the moment that seed grows into something big, like a tree. So, if you want to make changes in your life right now, such as changing your habits, it's very important to make the decision to change, to visualize the results of those habits once they are fully integrated into your life. But also, this card speaks of the daily dedication you need to invest into your habits, your growth, and your professional development. This card is inviting you to focus on the process, to take care of yourself during the process, and to understand that some things take a long time. Alright, let's continue with your energy. You have the Chariot card. There are many cards of empowerment in your reading. I feel that, at this moment, you are moving closer to happiness while simultaneously distancing yourself from misery. It seems like you are now determined to change your life forever, and that determination is pushing away any form of uncertainty. The Chariot card here suggests two things. First of all, your life is changing. And suddenly, those changes are leading you to connect with new people and new experiences. This is very positive, because not only are you connecting with people whose energy matches yours, people who offer you new opportunities, relationships, or even business proposals, but also, your desire for growth is naturally taking you away from people who didn't resonate with you. So the Chariot is telling me something quite powerful: the closer you are to heaven, the farther you'll be from hell. It's a strong phrase, but what I'm saying is that your life is transforming for the better. Let's continue with your reading. You have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands at this moment can signify a big change, a quantum leap toward abundance. Let's look deeper into what this means. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card of effort and planning. I feel that you are about to launch something, your own business or a significant entrepreneurial project. Everything is already in place. These cards are extremely positive, especially if you've been preparing to start something. The universe is granting you a grand opening. Your reading says the curtain is rising, as if you're opening the doors to your business for the first time, or finally becoming independent and receiving your first payment. I sense those kinds of moments coming into your life. Clients will begin to approach you. You'll be selling online. You'll be attracting new projects. $1 million opportunity is on its way. What matters now is simply to begin. I feel like you're already prepared, and now is the time to take the leap. Let's clarify a little more because I feel like the universe is telling you something. Above all, it's telling you that success is guaranteed, but there are some things to be mindful of. You have the Seven of Pentacles. This confirms what I just mentioned. Patience is essential. This card says that all great success requires great effort. So it's very important not to force things. Maybe you're very eager for something to grow. Perhaps you've just met someone you really like, but they haven't responded to your messages. Maybe they didn't reply in the afternoon or within a day, and you start thinking that they're not interested or that you'll never hear from them again. But that's not the case. This is about being patient and understanding that, especially in the beginning, it's important to let things flow and not apply pressure. You also have the Two of Pentacles. This, along with the previous cards, gives me strong Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. Your reading is telling you two things. If you are currently expanding and evolving, you need to be extremely organized. You need to organize everything: your home, your finances, your expenses. Make a budget for your income. This will be one of the keys to your success. However, if you are someone who tends to be disorganized or neglect important matters, you need to rely on others to help organize your life, like an accountant, a lawyer, or even apps that help you manage tasks, such as a calendar or a checklist app to keep things from slipping your mind. The organization of your life will be very important over the coming months, because new energies are arriving, new commitments, errands, bureaucratic matters, and it's vital that you don't forget or miss anything. Your reading is telling me that you need to keep something close by, something to write down your ideas, appointments, or commitments. And if you hold an administrative or high-level position, you may need a secretary, someone who can simplify your life, because you can't carry everything alone. Otherwise, you could end up tangled in chaos, forgetting things, or with a mind that's all over the place. These energies are very positive because they speak of growth, expansion, and evolution. But this is the one risk I can sense right now, that you might have so many things happening at once that you begin to forget your responsibilities or miss out on certain tasks. Alright, let's continue with your reading. You have the Page of Wands card. A journey might be coming into your life. I feel that, well, the thing is, the Page of Wands, as a person, is someone very attractive. This is someone super attractive, not just because of the way they look, but there's something very appealing about them physically. I'm being told that this person, whether they're male or female, has particularly attractive legs. Especially the lower body stands out. It's a very specific message, but your reading says you'll be attracted to something about this person from the waist down. However, what might really draw you to this person is their energy. It's a fiery, dynamic energy. This person is active, driven, and likely an entrepreneur, confident, business-minded, someone who travels. I don't know if you're looking for this type of energy in your life, because while this person can definitely spark your interest, the thing is, the Page of Wands is very spontaneous. They might connect with you, but they have nothing stable to offer you right now. Maybe they'll offer you a moment, maybe some time together, but not something lasting or truly worthwhile. Of course, that depends on what you want, but this person is very close to you or is thinking about you right now. You also have the Ace of Swords. This card represents communication. Someone wants to hold on to you strongly. Someone doesn't want to let you go. They separated from your peace in the recent past, but now they don't want to be apart from you any longer. I'm being told to mention Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Gemini. Then you have the Five of Cups. Someone is currently full of regret for letting you go. They feel like there's no consolation for them right now. This is especially true for someone who is a Pisces or a Scorpio. Next, you have the High Priestess. You see, sometimes, especially during intense astrological energies, particularly those linked to the Moon or Venus, your intuition begins to connect with your repressed emotions. This can cause you to feel the presence of someone who's no longer with you. This could even be an ancestor, but I sense this is more about love. So don't be surprised if, over the next few days, you dream about a specific person, perhaps one of the zodiac signs I mentioned earlier. This doesn't necessarily mean that this person is coming back. Rather, it means there are hidden emotions surfacing so that you can resolve them. This is purging energy, cleansing energy. It's a healing process that's been unfolding for years. Maybe it's taken you a long time to forget someone, but I feel that now this process is coming to an end. So don't worry if certain thoughts about this person come to your mind. It's happening so you can finally cut the emotional cord and close that chapter of your life. It's part of your transition. You're saying goodbye, once and for all, to someone. I'm telling you this because maybe you've been feeling extra sensitive or emotionally vulnerable lately. But I repeat, This might be linked to the current astrological energies, which are very, very intense right now. You also have the Moon card. And this is exactly what I was saying. You see, the synchronicities are perfect. We're talking about the Moon card. Now it's important to know in which sign your natal moon is placed. Because if your moon is in a water sign, you tend to be a lot more emotional than most people. In fact, I also feel your energy and your emotional cycles are deeply tied to the moon's phases. This depends on whether it's a full moon, a new moon, or even an eclipse. There are people who are extremely sensitive to lunar energy, and when there's a full moon or a new moon, their emotions rise and fall like the tides. One day they're up, and the next, they're down. In those moments when you feel confused, as the Moon card suggests, it's time to retreat into your home. It's time to protect yourself. Don't go to concerts or crowded events, for example, because when you're this vulnerable and sensitive, you tend to empathize too deeply with others, even with complete strangers. Just being near them can cause you to absorb their energy. The Moon card also speaks of those moments when you feel so sensitive that you need to isolate yourself from others. I sense that the universe will communicate with you and give you prophecies in a moment of solitude and silence. This doesn't mean you have to become a hermit or cut yourself off from everyone. It simply means stepping away from the noise, closing the door to your room, lighting a candle, perhaps burning some incense, whatever helps you connect with your emotions and energy. It is in that sacred silence that the universe can connect with you and give you the answer you've been looking for. Alright then, this is your tarot reading for today. Thank you so much for being here with me, revealing all these secrets of the tarot. For now, we're bringing your reading to a close. As always, if you enjoy these readings, feel free to click the like button, and you can also subscribe to this channel. We're wrapping up your video now. I hope you have an excellent day, filled with success, filled with manifestation, and surely, as always, I'll see you in your next reading.